wrestling.
Hey everyone, welcome to the We Like Wrestling podcast. I'm your host Jared, and today I'm joined by Justin.
I got ripped off by a Brutus Beefcake figure.
And John.
Hey, what's up?
He bought the Brutus Beefcake figure for me. That got me ripped off by the goddamn belt. It has a paper belt. The figure from the store has a paper belt in it. We are going to contact Mattel, and I will post the DMs on Instagram.
And see, I know that most of the time people do open the package.
It does not look tampered with at all.
But there's a plastic
and there's a plastic ring around
the belt. So
that
like, what
would have to be cut or put back on somehow.
The only thing I can say is maybe that's the prototype.
That would be, how dope would that be if I got a prototype?
Like that's like the mock images.
In that case, I'm going to give you your $20 back.
Before we get into our topic today, I just want to go through our sponsors real quick. Rise Up Nutrition, located on Penn Ave in West Reading. Great boosted teas. They're energy teas, and for me personally, they work a lot better than Monster or any other energy drink. There's no carbonation, which is great.
Yes, very good.
Great flavors. They help me feel a lot better. They get me through the day. They also have protein shakes, which are delicious, by the way.
I also feel better about myself. Like, I didn't just pound 2 carbonated, sugar-loaded energy drinks.
Yeah.
I feel a little better when I drink 1 large boosted tea than I do, Monster or Rockstar, because Rockstar is usually my go-to.
And if you don't want a 32-ounce energy drink, they have smaller options. You can always make, if you see a boosted tea flavor, you can always have them make it smaller.
And you can get it to go and make it at home. Make make 2 drinks out of 1 to-go pack.
Yep. Protein waffles are delicious. I love them.
And the oatmeal.
I haven't tried the oatmeal yet.
It's really good.
As soon as you walk in the door, they're ready to greet you with a smile. And
great customer service.
Yeah, amazing. And they're pretty fast with responding on their Facebook page as well. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out and just stop by. Tell them we sent you. Even if you don't want to buy anything, just stop by, see what it's like. Great environment to be in there. Also, Kutztown Screen Printing Company. They do all types of printing: T-shirts, mugs, you name it.
Skateboards.
Skateboards.
He does have the mold for a skateboard. It's dope.
Great customer service. They've been around for years.
Yes, years, like 10, 15 maybe now. Started in a garage.
Really?
Yeah, I was there day 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have a website.
It's gotten much more professional now than a bunch of 21-year-olds screen printing stuff.
They have a website, kutztownscreenprintingco.com. And then also, I just want to thank the IwEP Network, as always, for allowing us to be a part of their ever-growing network. If you listen to podcasts, if you watch podcasts, they have everything on there. If you like aliens or supernatural stuff, Truth Behind Illusions is there. If you like wrestling, you have We Like Wrestling Podcast and Tornado Tag Podcast. If you like trying different beers.
Banging beers.
And
interviews with everyday people. It's fun to just listen to people. Yeah, it's fun to listen to people's stories.
And there's so much more on the network.
Not Cool in High School.
Yeah,
that's become one of my favorite podcasts.
It's on the top of my list. Yeah, old cartoons or like old movies or there's stuff for everybody. If you don't find a podcast on there, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. I've also started listening. This isn't one of theirs, but I do want to bring it up. There's this Lizard People podcast that I found, and they talk about how the Sega Genesis Corporation killed Michael Jackson.
I've never heard that one before.
We should do a whole episode on wrestling conspiracy theories. I'm sure I could find a few. I mean, obviously, my favorite one, and I still subscribe to it, is the screw job wasn't a screw job. Everybody's in on it.
That's not the one I thought you were going to say.
What?
Kevin Sullivan killed Chris Benoit.
That's not a conspiracy. That's the truth. No, I didn't even think about that. I go to the screw job because Sean Waltman will always have me with that time he said, if you're a production company, if you're running the back, and Shawn Michaels just beat Bret Hart, you know nothing about it, he just won the world title, why does the camera go right to Bret? Yeah. Why does the camera then film Vince McMahon getting spit on? If You weren't supposed to know anything. Why wouldn't you go to the champion? Why wouldn't you show a celebration? Why would you show...
Or cut away.
Why would you show Shawn Michaels being ushered to the back, to safety? You can cut away. They did it for Owen.
Mm-hmm. What?
Just saying.
Why would you show Brett spelling out WCW?
Yeah. Well, that was different. That was on a Raw. That was a different time. That was the cage match. That's where he broke everything. He had a cage match with Sid. Okay. And as they were tearing down the cage, he writes WCW. Because that was the first time when he got his deal, and then they went back on it, and then for the screw job, they were like, look, can you go get your deal back? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was, I think it was right before WrestleMania 13, before he was going to work with Brett. I mean, sorry, work with Austin. Yeah. Because he lost the belt to Sid, then Sid went and defended it against Undertaker.
I remember he grabbed Vince on a Raw, too.
That was that one.
Vince was announcing. He was like, what the hell are you doing?
That's that one. Yeah.
Speaking of Undertaker, apparently Undertaker's in Saudi Arabia.
Well, so we're recording this on Wednesday. Saudi Arabia show is going to be Thursday. We're going to air it on Friday. So we could be backtracking here. We don't know what's going on, but hopefully the Saudi show is good. I mean, I'm not going to watch it just on morals alone, but
well, it's like at noon tomorrow. So
I also
couldn't watch it anyway.
It's taped though.
Oh no, I will. I won't be able to. But either way, I don't have Peacock anymore. I'm not gonna bash it. I'm just not gonna.
I mean, I'll
support it.
I'll watch Rumble and Mania.
I'll come over here for Rumble and Mania.
Yeah. And apparently the Undertaker opened up for Pitbull,
the rapper or singer or whatever he
opened
does.
Up. How was he telling jokes?
He's in. Yeah, the joke was Pitbull's performing. No, I guess he's performing in Saudi Arabia also. He's probably going to be at Blood Money show, and and so yes, he comes out and he's like, "I'm extremely pleased." Maybe that's a setup for Saudi Arabia. Undertaker versus the most extreme superstar of all time, Sandman. It's a good show. Or maybe they're going to do another Hell in a Cell with Undertaker and Mankind are going to come out, and he's going to throw Mankind off the cell again this time in Saudi Arabia. Ooh, maybe Edge and Rollins will dress up as Mankind and Undertaker respectively, and one of them will get thrown off the cell.
That would be cool.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be terrible.
Land on giant piles of money.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm kind of disappointed that our theory didn't go through with Shayna Baszler.
I know, right? That's who I really wanted.
And we said gender. We were wrong on both.
Yeah. I couldn't have called this one.
That's because Vince heard us, so he changed it.
I am actually happy with this, though, with the Queen's Crown and with the King of the Ring.
I feel like Zelina's going to win.
I really hope Dewdrop wins. I hate that I have to call her that now, but I'm getting into it. I'll call her it. But I love her.
So who's going to win between Finn and...
Xavier.
Yeah.
Fucking turn heel.
That's it. That's his heel turn.
He's the Rollins. He's the Rollins. Everybody thought either Roman Reigns, he's the outlier, he's the non-indie guy, he's going to turn heel, or it's going to be Ambrose because he's the talker, he's the good one.
And
he's the one everybody... Yeah, right. He's the unpredictable one. One of them two are going to... But not Rollins. Rollins is going to stay face. Boom, Rollins turns. So what about this? Everybody's talked about Kofi turning and Big E turning. No one's talking about Xavier turning.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. He knows his way around a three-way. He can do...
Oh, God.
Thank you and good night.
That's our episode, everybody. That's our topic.
This is whiskey in here.
Well, then, fantasy book it.
What, him? Brad Maddox would have to come back to the company.
And Paige.
But I do want to bring up... I want to, but I don't want to, because I don't want to spoil it. But... I mean, most people are already on the internet and seeing it. The Rampage, what's going to happen on Rampage Friday? Well, we can put this out after. Just put it out. Just put this episode out after Rampage airs. So, Malachi and Andrade looks like they're building a team together. Which, if you go back, I don't know, 20 episodes ago, I called that shit. I was like, put them together. Her best friend, her husband, put them together. That way, when she inevitably leaves, she's got her faction ready.
And you also said add Buddy Murphy in there.
I did.
But he's in New Japan.
Because he's like actually their friend. But yes, Buddy Murphy, New Japan. Can't wait. What was it, like the 23rd of November? It's a long way to wait still, but yeah, that's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. He belongs in New Japan.
Fuck, now you're going to
He's going to join United Empire with TJ Perkins now.
Now you're going to make me go back and look at videos to clip the audio of you saying that.
I don't remember. I mean, you have to go back to when they first got released. When everybody was released, I said it.
That's when we were up in the other room.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to go way back. Probably like beginning of the summer, maybe. Was it in June?
Damn it. So our topic today. Our topic today, just going with the flow. I want to do fantasy booking.
Yeah, I love fantasy booking. That's what I'm good at.
He does it every episode.
I do it all the time. Yeah, I just
so that's the main reason.
Okay.
Hey, what's the topic today? I don't know. Let's go with fantasy booking because we haven't done an episode on that yet, and I always say about doing it.
I mean, we do it all the time. We just don't do a full episode on it.
Just we usually do it.
Just you better not say invasion. If you say invasion, okay. No. Let's say it's been done to death.
But a lot of times we talk about this when we're not recording. Like you just go off on a.
That's what my brain does. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's start with Xavier Woods.
Okay.
I didn't plan on doing that, but now that we talked about it, and then I want to get into the main fantasy booking.
Okay. Well, so Xavier, I would just have him turn heel and tell the New Day to fuck off. I wouldn't actually.
After he wins?
Yes. I would have him win and then tell the New Day to fuck off. Like Kofi and Biggie come out to celebrate with him, be like, no, this is about me. I did this without you guys.
He can even say like
and just completely separate. No, I'm gonna feud with Cody. Cody, Jesus
Christ. He's gonna win and go to AEW? That's some fantasy booking right there.
Kofi, no feud with Kofi, nothing with Big E, just complete clean split. Are they splitting for the draft? That's something I don't know anything about.
Yes.
Are they?
Yes, Big E is on Raw.
Big E's going to one,
to SmackDown.
And Kofi and Xavier are going to the other one. Yeah.
But one match. Him and Kofi. One match. Don't do it all winter long and then have it culminate at Mania. I don't want that. Or Rumble. Just one match. On a SmackDown, too. Who cares? And then give him a real run at a belt.
Probably IC. Or
who's the IC?
Shinsuke.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Lost.
I would be good with that. But is Archer the US?
Archer?
Damian Priest.
Oh, sorry. He's the Archer of the
infamy.
Look, when they use the same names or close to the same names all the time, all these different companies, I am so fucking lost.
So he's going to feud with Cody first,
then Kofi, then Lance Archer, then Damian Priest.
He's going to be on Raw, Dynamite, SmackDown, no days off.
I'm telling you, I mean, you got to get your body ready for Paige.
I mean,
that's the last.
We know Creed is a worker.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he was
consequently, he's gonna stop by Ring of Honor and say hi to Jay Lethal.
Oh hell yes, though! Like that would be awesome. Can he be the Forbidden Door? It's like he just travels to everything. Go to New Japan,
defending his crown.
Murphy. Yeah, hell yeah! That's how you become the king. Dude, you're on to something there. That would be the way to book a King of the Ring. Because I said it, everybody says it about Punk. He should have taken that belt and for 1 year gone and traveled everywhere. And then you have a tournament for the belt or ladder match or whatever. And then he comes back. You have your WrestleMania 10 ladder match, real world champion versus fake world champion. You never beat me. I still have this belt. I defended it in Japan and Mexico and Europe and all the indies and all the smoky dive bars across America. You could do that with Xavier.
Yeah.
Bring him in Outbreak.
He could put his crown in a refrigerator and take a picture of it.
Or he could I said last sex tape joke.
No, that's what CM Punk did, didn't he?
Yeah, he can use it as a page turner. I didn't say it's to help turn a page when he's reading at night.
Brad Maddox can be his personal cameraman.
Oh, Brad Maddox will be a servant.
We can just do this all night.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's what Paige said. Anyway.
This turned into the Paige and
All right,
Xavier
what
show.
else? Yeah, we ran with Xavier enough. What else?
That's what Paige said.
Like Paige, let's move on for Xavier.
I'm done with
So
you.
you wouldn't have them
I wrote Xavier enough.
like you want Xavier as a heel, but you wouldn't want him to like force his way out. It was just
No,
like
just one match. You don't have to do it right away. You can do it later on. Like I can't believe how much of an asshole you've become. Or maybe it can be a slow turn
be a
too.
slow burn, yeah.
It can be slow over months where he eventually is like, "Oh wait, I am the king of the ring. I did win that. Like
Maybe
I am better than you."
During a tag match, Kofi's getting his ass kicked, and Xavier's got his back turned. He's like admiring his crown or something, and he's just like, "Oh shit!" Like,
But he's too funny.
That's true. The fans love him.
They do, and I do too. He's too funny. He's gonna be a great king. If Santino would have had the crown, but he's good. That's the difference. He's actually good in the ring, also.
and I think next to Roman, they move the most merch.
I can
New
believe
Day,
that.
kids love him.
Roman didn't have his own cereal.
No, he did not. But he's the number one merch
pancakes.
seller.
Yeah.
New Day is hugely over.
I mean, I used to skip around the living room, fucking clapping along with it to piss people off.
Kids
but
like
still,
him. I like him. I mean,
I like him.
I've been
But
to a
kids
live
don't-
event, and
but
as soon as
kids
that
don't-
music hits, everyone is up and.
But if Big E comes out by himself, kids are still going crazy. Kofi comes out by himself, kids are still going crazy.
yeah.
Xavier comes out by himself, are kids still cheering?
Mm-hmm.
Is he the over guy?
And what helps,
I hate to put it that way because I really do think as a unit they are amazing, and he is a great wrestler. He's been doing it a long time too. I don't think people realize, like, he was in TNA before the Kurt Angle shit.
Yep.
Before they took off with Christian and shit. He was in TNA in 2004 or 5, somewhere around there. He's been around the game for a long fucking time.
And I don't think he's ever been a heel. Was he always
Well,
facing
no, they were
TNA?
heel. No, they were heel. Oh, in TNA, I don't know about TNA.
he was.
I know New Day was
Consequences
heel when
too.
it first started.
Yes.
But
I think him and Lethal were faces.
Yeah.
they weren't like.
I would love to.
Heel.
It's funny that you brought up Lethal without even probably realizing that was a thing.
Yeah, Lethal Consequences. It's tag team, yeah.
Speaking of Impact and Kurt Angle, as of today, was it October 20th?
Today is the 20th. Yeah.
So I believe yesterday, October 19th, was the debut of Kurt Angle in 2006 in TNA.
Oh, really?
Showed up and
the
confronted Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe headbutt, right?
Yep. So, 2006, Kurt Angle. And then that went downhill.
In a lot of people's eyes, that's when TNA became legitimate.
It's also today is the anniversary, I think, of him being announced that he is going to be in the Shield for that pay-per-view, whatever it was.
So, they're not doing TLC this year.
Really? That's good.
First time since
Fucking give it a rest. I
2009.
hate the gimmick match pay-per-views.
First time since 2009.
Because, like, okay, we're going to Saudi Arabia and we're having Edge and Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell. But aren't we going to, like, have another Hell in a Cell soon?
Maybe now they just had Extreme Rules pay-per-view with no Extreme Rules matches.
Yeah, that's true.
October,
No, they had a no holds barred match.
Oh, yeah, that's
October
it.
is
They won.
usually Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Yeah, so is that why they're doing it? Is that why they're doing a Hell in a Cell?
Well, they have that new one on it. So January 1st is a pay-per-view called Day One
Yeah. That's why they're not doing
for
TLC.
WWE. I don't know what
Yeah.
that is.
Yep.
January 1st it is. Day One.
It's the first day of Xavier's heel turn. I mean, obviously, the first thing that comes to mind with day one is Usos, but they can't build a whole fucking thing around them.
That's not true. They did with DX. They did with NWO.
Those are much different than the Usos.
So
did
they're
you
gonna
just
have.
put in the same category DX, NWO, the two pillar groups of the Monday Night War, and the fucking Usos? Not taking anything away from Jimmy or Jay,
I think
but
they also had
you
a
just
pay-per-view-
put them in the same category as DX and NWO.
I think they
Not
also
even-
had a pay per view dedicated to The Rock as well. But
Rock Bottom.
Again,
Rock bottom, yeah.
do you want me to do it again? Do you want me to do the
No.
whole spiel again? It's the
so-
fucking Rock. I hate the Rock, but goddamn, of course he was over as shit. And the whole point of that was that he had just joined the corporation, so they were building the company around him, kayfabe wise.
And the
So-
Bulldog had one.
No, he didn't. They just had one in Europe.
Beware of Dog.
Did he even wrestle at that one?
Yeah, it was him and Taker, I think, was the main event.
No, Bulldog never main evented against Taker.
It was in your house, so it was like...
Yeah, it was in your house.
Yeah, in a minor.
So January 1st is the day one pay-per-view.
No, Taker is in a casket match with Goldust or Mankind, and either Mankind or Goldust come out of the casket. I think he has a casket match with Goldust, and Mankind comes out of the casket.
So they're going to have 2 pay-per-views in January.
Oh yeah, of course.
The Rumble. Like,
So
why?
they're going to do on January 1st.
And I'm
2 weeks later.
Yeah, probably.
Is that the scheduled date? 2 weeks later?
Oh, that seems to be their
Oh,
thing.
it's going to be a Great Balls of Fire or whatever the fuck it was called.
Over the limit. They have so many...
Yeah. Roadblock.
Yeah. Well,
At least Roadblock makes sense because it was between... It was during the road to WrestleMania. At least the phrasing made sense. Great Balls of Fire. What the fuck is that? All right, what else you got, man? Wasted half this podcast talking about Xavier Woods, which isn't a waste. It's not a waste. I shouldn't say it like that. He's a great wrestler. He deserves more. He deserves the whole episode on him, to be honest. I'm just not too familiar with all of his work.
so this is going to be AEW focused. When AEW first started,
Are we talking? We're talking about TNT, or are we talking about All In? Which one's first? All In.
All Out was
All
the
In.
non-AEW.
So
yeah.
no, All In was the first AEW. It was non AEW.
Day one, January 1st.
Oh, it's in Atlanta, the home of WCW. Day one.
That's a
is in
Saturday, too.
is-
Saturday.
Day one is in the home of
And
WCW.
Well, that's
January
probably
29th is the Rumble. So
Maybe we're finally
January
3 weeks later.
Yeah, maybe we're finally getting a good WCW invasion in 2022. I call myself
So when AEW first started,
20 years later.
you would know probably better than him because he doesn't watch BTE.
Pronouns, pal. Justin would know better than John, but I highly doubt it because he knows that a car is a fish.
Agar.
I know.
Gar.
It's a fucking useless knowledge. Until one day I'm going to be like, can you eat this fish? He's like, nah, that's a gar. You can't eat it. I'm like, thanks.
So BTE. Remember when there was a whole thing with Adam Hangman Page
Which one?
being in full gear?
Yes. He showed up to the press conference.
Yeah.
And everybody made fun of him online because they were like, who shows up to a press conference in full gear? They literally built an entire pay-per-view around a guy showing up in full gear
Yes.
to a press conference and trolls on the internet talking shit.
And now he gets a title match
Is it at full gear? Oh, that's fucking awesome.
At full gear.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
That's the next pay-per-view.
That's good.
November 13th, I believe. So
The day after or the week after we're at
Atlantic All-Star Wrestling.
Yeah,
Yes.
Atlantic All-Stars.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
So
Which I'm looking forward to. Ace Austin's going to be there. Sinister X, who I haven't seen wrestle in like 10 years. That's
WPW.
amazing. That's
the last time I saw him.
crazy. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. And it's funny that he's wrestling a guy named Batista and everybody used to make fun of him calling him Batista, at least in the crowd. But I
I
would
saw
make
that
fun
in
of
the
him.
poster. I'm like, does that say Batista?
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm sure it's the guy's
And I
last name.
also want to make note that Ace and Gina are doing well.
So if you could, if you could,
They raised a ton of money so far.
I don't have a
Thankfully.
link, but man, if you could just like look up their Ace Austin's GoFundMe, their apartment, I believe it was an apartment burned. Well, the whole complex, I think the
Yeah.
whole thing went up in smoke, burnt down, and
They lost pretty much everything,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty much everything. They are okay. Their cat is okay, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of their belongings.
he had a goal of 5,000, and
He had like 22K within
Yeah.
like 24 hours,
Yes.
which is
So-
awesome.
thank you to everybody that donated to the GoFundMe.
But really,
Did
I mean,
Impact donate?
I don't know. So I didn't really read it, but it said a lot of big names donated. So I don't
I'm
know.
sure a lot of.
But I mean, I can't believe he only set a goal at 5,000. 5,000 is, hey, we need the basic stuff to get get back on our feet.
That's like a deposit.
But yeah, that's like nothing. I mean,
But
I get he was probably being humble and like, look, I can't ask for too much. But people stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that
Is this
participated
house
in that.
around here still, or is it down
I
in?
think it's in Jersey.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're okay. They're going to be at,
Atlantic All Stars.
yes. So I'll be going up to them and,
Yeah.
you know,
Definitely come out and support because show them you care. You know, it's big. It's a big deal. That's crazy, man. House Fire is one of my biggest fears.
me too. How am I gonna get all my DVDs out?
so
How about you worry about your kid? I mean, I'd lose tons of wrestling merchandise. I don't care.
I'm gonna wake him up so he can help me carry some shit out.
Pick your 5 most favorite DVDs and your 5 favorite wrestling figures. And
Grab your
get the
wrestlers.
fuck out.
Let's go.
he'd chuck the containers down.
What about
So-
mommy?
AEW has a pay-per-view based around that Full Gear
Yes.
press conference. He has a title match at Full Gear. What happens?
He wins. That's it. He has to win. This has to be the culmination. He finally has to do it.
If he loses again,
He's done. He's
gotta-
buried.
That's a long.
Nobody's
way
gonna
to
give a
rebuild
shit.
him.
Nobody's gonna chant cowboy shit anymore.
That'd be like his 4th or 5th try that he lost. I mean,
This is the final. I mean, where else could he do? Just keep winning all of these title shots? No.
and keep beating everybody in the roster not named Kenny Omega.
Now, that makes me think. I don't know where you were going with this, but I'm going to go off on a
Fantasy
tangent.
book it.
Well, what? His win? Just win. I don't care about him. But the next spot is what I'm thinking. There's a tournament, right? And that winner of that tournament goes to face the champion, right?
Yes.
See, I thought Moxley and Bryan would win because they are on opposite sides of the tournament bracket. I thought it's got to be Moxley and Bryan, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now, if Hangman wins at that, does Moxley turn heel? Can't be Bryan. Can't turn Bryan heel.
I thought Moxley was sort of a tweener.
But if you're going to have him against Hangman, he's got to be a heel. He's got to be a dirty, dirty heel.
Because we debuted as a heel. He attacked Omega.
Not really. He debuted as Austin.
Yeah.
They still wanted to see him just beat the shit out of everybody. But
It's kinda what he
because
still
Kenny
does.
Omega wasn't the fan favorite that Hangman is. I mean, there's no AEW fan that's not behind Hangman Page. So, Moxley has to be a dirty heel. A dirty talk shit. I've been to the top. You have lost and lost and lost and you got lucky. Maybe he even beats Kenny Omega in a lucky way, a quick roll up or something. Something to make it that he didn't beat him. He just kind of got lucky. And then Moxley has that, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm going to show you what being on top really looks like. And then run with him as a heel. Because I think AEW is a great company for heel champions.
So what, you think Moxley's going to be a 2-time?
I mean, yes. Yeah. I think you should run with it.
Is there anybody
Well,
else
no,
in
he
that
doesn't have to
tournament?
win. No, he doesn't have to win.
The people they pick for this tournament are random.
Yeah.
Some are random.
Like
and
Powerhouse Hobbs hasn't been anywhere near that picture.
Hobbs, I don't have my phone with me if anybody wants to pull it up. Hobbs, Cassidy, 10, Moxley,
Cassidy.
Bryan.
Why would 10 be there?
I know why.
That's a big dude.
Well, he doesn't win matches though.
No.
He's
But,
if he does anything, it's in a tag match.
Why-
It should be the top 8 contenders.
Yeah, something like that.
Other than Hangman,
No
of course.
MJF.
He's
What are they
He's
doing?
going to be doing his Darby thing.
Darby should be in this.
All of them should.
Yeah.
No Punk?
Brian shouldn't be in it yet either. That's too
Brian
soon for
shouldn't.
Brian.
He really shouldn't. I agree. Because I really actually do want to see who are the tag team champions. Bucks? Nah.
Yeah.
Are they?
No.
Nah, they're-
No, Lucha.
No, Lucha.
Lucha
yeah.
Bros.
That's right. Because they were double champions and they lost their AAA, but they're still AEW champions.
Yes.
Okay, well, you can't put it that way, but I would love this. I really do want to see Brian and Punk as the indie darlings.
I mean, unless this is their way of doing some
old
Brian
school
Dream
indies.
matches.
Well, yeah, of course that's what they're doing. That's why Punk wrestled Seidel. That match didn't have to happen. But
Brian Danielson versus Dustin Rhodes.
you could just say
That's
Brian.
not a.
Eddie Kingston, who probably shouldn't be there.
Is Eddie on the same side or opposite side of Mox?
Opposite.
Opposite.
Damn.
Eddie versus Archer.
Maybe this is Archer's push.
Archer's over.
And then it's Moxley versus Vance.
Well, I could see Who?
Number
What?
10, Dark Order number 10.
Cody
And then
Banks.
Cassidy versus Hobbs.
So Cassidy and Hobbs and Mox and
And number 10.
number 10 are on one side.
Yes.
Okay.
Brian Rhodes, Kingston Archer on the other. You probably eliminate like 4 of those guys.
It's gotta be Hobbs and Moxley. And it's gotta be who's wrestling Dustin? Brian?
Yeah. Brian and Kingston.
Okay, so do you instead of Brian and Kingston, does
Eddie and Mox.
Eddie and Mox and one of them turns heel? It's a lot of turning. I don't know.
I don't think Eddie's been mostly tag teams with
I just want
Mox.
everybody to turn heel. Have an all heel company.
He hasn't really done a whole lot solo.
Who?
Kingston. He's mostly been a tag team.
No, besides coming in and feuding with Mox. And then they became friends.
And then he covered him up when the ring didn't explode.
Yeah. Covering him up from the smoke.
But this tournament is like...
It's a weird tournament.
I think they just randomly pick people. It should be top 8 guys.
I mean, it might be. I don't know the
They
win-loss
do records, yeah.
How can
How could
10?
Dark Order number 10 be
Yeah, how can 10 have a record?
You don't
that's
watch
the same
Dark.
as Brian.
You
And
know,
Brian
it's
has like
dark.
2 victories. Like,
And then records. So 10 has beaten Jobber number 1, Jobber number 2, and Jobber number 3, where Brian has a win over
Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish. He lost the Suzuki match, right? Or whatever the fuck his name is.
I thought Brian won.
Did he? Mm-hmm. Oh,
did he win or was it a draw? Didn't it go to time limit?
but he won a match against
Well,
Adam Cole or the Super Elite Click.
His
the fuck
record-
buddies,
That we saw.
whatever.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, his record was 1-1-1.
Who's the loss?
Maybe it was Suzuki. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's not Suzuki. That's not his name, but
Or,
I forget his name. The Japanese guy that came in. That's a big deal.
yeah,
But I don't
Suzuki.
really.
That'll be gone in a month. We'll forget about it.
Maduro Suzuki or something.
Okay.
None of these guys, though, I can...
Unless it's going to be Archer to go after Paige. A heel
Archer
versus
wouldn't be terrible. It would be a new.
someone new to the main event
It would
picture.
be a new.
But
main
he has to
event.
drop Jake.
I agree. Archer and Hangman would be okay. Let's let Kenny do his main event thing. Like, because you're in the title picture, like. AEW is a fucking main event, unfortunately. Everybody is a main event. Their pay-per-views are all main events. So calling something a main event, but a title picture. So take Kenny out of it. He can go do whatever. Eventually, that Kenny and Adam Cole thing is going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen this fast, but it's going to happen.
I think...
Because Kenny Omega is the one that killed Adam Cole on BTE.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the one that put the poison in the Monster Energy drink.
Well, Kenny took...
John's like, the fuck are you talking
Kenny
about?
took the club from Cole, didn't he?
Nah. Neither of them were technically ever the leading member.
Because Finn was first,
Yeah.
and then...
Well,
Prince Devitt.
yeah. AJ took it. After AJ left, Kenny was in, but after AJ left, it kind of disbanded. Whereas you had different factions all inside of the Bullet Club.
Oh, is that when Cole came
Cole
over?
was fucking Jeff Jarrett was in it, you know. Yeah,
I think it
that's right. JEFFJARRE I'm in the Bullet Club. I got a guitar with a Bullet Club logo on it.
So...
Buy my gold.
I think that breakup is going to happen once KO comes over.
I think, and you have to specify because KO.
Owens.
I didn't think that's what you meant. I actually thought you meant O'Reilly.
No, Owens. Mount Rushmore.
He doesn't like Adam Cole. Kayfabe.
No,
he doesn't
I
like
know.
Adam Cole.
But that still
But he
gives them...
respects him.
That still gives
In
them a chance
PWG,
to get Kenny out.
I don't know if they're going to
the
keep up
Bucks go with
PWG continuity.
I don't know. That's been a thing
'Cause
that never really happened, but they've been wanting it to happen, where Kenny and Cole finally,
It's gonna, that's gonna culminate. That's definitely gonna culminate because he killed him. Why? And now he's been brought back by a seance because it's spooky season, and that's what you do. You bring people back from the dead.
You could even start, like, after Kenny loses,
And we have forgotten about Marty. Is he still under those allegations of whatever happened? Marty Scurll, obviously, not Jannetty.
For Marty Jannetty, it's probably a yes.
Yes, it's not allegations.
He's been quiet.
He's been very quiet.
I know Jimmy Havoc had allegations, and he's doing like UPS now or something.
He works for you. No.
Over in England, he works for a delivery service. Yeah.
UPS is in England?
No, but I'm saying it's like UPS.
Like a postal service?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Run by the Queen.
Yeah.
What about, remember the rumor was for our Philly show that Jay White may show up.
Yeah.
I think Jay White just
I started
re-signed a
that rumor.
contract.
That was just me.
But couldn't he?
Just
Well,
me.
someone had a sign there, remember? Said
Yeah,
Jay White is the Joker.
Yeah, that would be cool.
What if he shows up?
I love it. I like
Would
Jay
he
White.
join Cole and Omega?
He's still in the Bullet Club.
That's a Japan thing, though.
Yeah, he's still in the Bullet Club.
Yeah. Is
Kenta? Fuck, man. There's so many people. Like, the Bullet Club has become so...
Like the NWO.
yeah,
It's so...
dispersed. It's just a club you belong to, but it's not a faction.
But the Bullet Club is Japan.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. That's why they call it the Elite. And WWE called it the
The
Club.
Super Click Elite. Fuck boys.
So we'll call it...
Did you see Dynamite or Rampage?
Did I see where Silver? Yeah, I figured that's who you're going with.
Yeah, John Silver and Alex Reynolds. They did
the kiss thing. You
So
know
the
how
Bucks
Young
were
Bucks
running.
kiss,
Bucks were running, and they grabbed him, pulled him out, and then they got in the ring.
and they
Silver
did
and Reynolds.
They did the kiss.
Oh,
On Adam
Cole.
Cole, and then he like opened his. Too soon. You should have done that with somebody else when it like mattered. Now you can't do that spot.
Well,
anymore.
BTE. Yeah, they were talking about it on BTE.
Yeah, but
I didn't watch
blew your
it
spot.
fully.
That was a pay per view spot.
Yeah,
That's a spot that should have came from a big match.
I didn't even watch the Philly.
Fuck, that should have
BTE.
been done by like Jurassic Express or something. Fucking Marco and Jungle Boy should have done it. Not Reynolds and Silver. Fuck, I don't get Reynolds. Dark Order needs to break up. Silver go by himself. Reynolds go get an NXT deal.
And the big guy, we like him too.
No, yeah, I like 10. I thought you meant go get an NXT deal. Although I'm sure he could. He's very big.
So back to the Hangman.
I just did. I said fuck Hangman. It doesn't matter. He's gonna
Fuck
win the belt. He
Hangman.
has
Nice to
to.
the Dark Order, yeah.
He has to. He's gonna win the belt. That's
So who
it.
takes it from him then?
Well, I'm hoping that
MJF?
takes years. No, MJF doesn't need a belt. Who needs a belt? Not everybody.
Nobody
needs,
in AEW needs a belt.
Yeah, no, not everybody needs a belt. All right,
Okay, Bruce Pritchard.
But
I don't have a Diet Coke to open.
if
Sorry.
they're going with the record thing,
Mr. Perfect will go down in history as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Never held a world title besides AWA. And even then, I mean, that was bringing him up as a kid, beating one of the greatest champions of all time, Nick Bockwinkel. So he didn't need that belt after he became Mr. Perfect. They knew how to package him and they knew how to put him over. AEW knows how to do that. They got to stop worrying about all this WWE bullshit. Tony Khan, shut the fuck up. Adam Cole, shut the fuck up.
it's
MJF, shut the fuck up.
I don't-
Stop
it's-
acknowledging, and that's not a pun for Roman Reigns. Stop acknowledging them. They don't want to acknowledge
Yeah,
you.
what did
don't
Tony Khan
acknowledge
say?
them.
We're going to destroy SmackDown or something? We're gonna smack-
Because then when you don't do it, you look stupid.
Or you motivate Vince.
Yeah.
But
Don't
see,
just
it's
leave
all
it
the
go.
people that push ratings. It's all the people that talk about ratings.
He should tell him to contact Eric Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff has literally told him to shut the fuck up.
Vince didn't think twice about WCW.
Yeah, he did.
And then when
He
they
did.
started to beat him, and then he was like, oh, shit's about to get real. I
Yeah,
gotta get
just
serious.
do you. Focus on your
And then-
company. Do your don't try to. I'm going to go a half hour on YouTube. Okay, you're going to go a half hour on YouTube. He's on a fucking national cable channel,
But
and you're going to go head to head on YouTube.
I don't have cable. I have YouTube.
Who cares? It's a half hour on YouTube.
You know who has cable? Old people.
Do you know who gets paid more on YouTube sponsors than USA Network? USA Network, you're going to get paid for sponsorship.
SmackDown's on Fox Sports.
Oh, whatever.
Still, you're getting
They were
paid.
on
Fox is
FS1.
even bigger.
They were on FS1.
Who was on FS1?
SmackDown.
Who cares? FS1 is fucking huge. I used to watch FS1 for college sports all the time. That was actually the best program for college sports.
Apparently now there's a
I
rumor.
hated the ESPN College Sports Day shit. That was terrible.
Apparently now there's a rumor that Fox is going to be interested in AEW after their contract.
Of course, there's a rumor. There's a rumor about everything.
But it's mostly the people pushing out the ratings. Oh, blah blah blah, and the demo, blah blah blah. It's like
You heard it here first. Undertaker was at Pitbull's concert. Undertaker and Pitbull versus Damian Priest and Bad Bunny at WrestleMania this year.
Oh God!
If it happens, track it.
Remember this day. October 20th.
But you know what? I can make it work. I can make it work. Yeah, I can make it work. Yeah.
And
I can definitely make it work.
Oh Christ!
All right,
Yeah.
well, since you're fancy booking, you
WrestleMania in October?
No, I just had someone else. But if
what do you do with Kenny after he loses the belt?
Who cares? He doesn't need a belt.
But what do you do with him?
Complain, just like Hogan did. The Elite is the NWO. The Super Elite Clique, whatever they're called.
Super Clique.
Well, it's Super Clique if there's certain members in the match, and then it's Super Elite Club when there is different.
All of them or something.
Then it's the Good Boys or Good Bros or Good Clique Boys or
the Elite is everybody.
Yeah.
Super Clique is Cole and the
except
Bucks.
not Cody anymore.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, just quietly left.
Even they're getting tired of Cody.
And Hangman, because Hangman was Elite.
Yeah.
All right, good.
No, I was to say for fancy booking, Bray Wyatt. If he shows up in AEW,
I don't want him to.
He keeps going with this cult of Wyndham.
If
Fucking
he
start
does,
your own company. Dude,
does he go after Hangman?
No.
Does he show up to pay-per-view?
Start your own company and hire me, please.
I think he's going to go to Impact.
Yeah, probably.
He's
Didn't
on this
Braun-
cult of Wyndham thing.
Didn't Braun tweet out something to him about?
Yeah, so
I'll see you in Impact or something,
So how
or-
good would Cult of Wyndham with Bray, Braun, and Eric against OVE?
Yeah.
Right?
What's that other group? Eric Young's group.
Oh yeah,
Violent by Design.
Yeah,
or-
that's what. Yeah, Violent by Design.
What him, Rhino,
Yeah,
and
there's so many groups over there.
Apparently,
like AEW.
apparently Bray was difficult to work with.
That's bullshit. Fuck off. That guy. Fuck you. Fuck you.
History is written by the victors, so
Yeah.
WWE can say whatever they want now because he's
fuck off.
gone.
He's not difficult to work.
Yeah,
He
that's
was
not-
trying to protect his character.
he's there for 10 years. All
I'm
of a sudden
willing
now
to
he's
bet.
difficult.
I'm willing to bet he just didn't want a job out.
They see it exactly. No, not job out though. They see it as well. He wouldn't. He gave a shit about coming out of a fucking box or whatever the fuck they did. No.
Yeah,
She
like a
came out
Jack
of
in a Box.
Yeah,
you know,
Jack in a Box. They gave it.
Yeah, the thing-
he didn't like it. He didn't like it.
He had a
No
hard
shit,
time-
because it was terrible.
He had a hard time losing to Goldberg. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
no
fucking
shit.
shit.
He didn't want to do the job to
Probably because
Goldberg.
he stuck up for himself and defended his
Yeah,
character.
that's different
This
than being
character-
difficult to work with.
yeah, this character
It was
was his.
amazing. It was a build. It was a very slow, methodical build. He put his blood, sweat, and tears into it, and they fucked it up and gave it to Alexa Bliss. Nothing against her. I like what she did.
And now
what
she's taking time off.
It's cool. She did very well with it, but it's not fair. You know.
So he probably, I don't know if he argued, but he probably like, hey, this is what I had in mind for his character.
That was his character.
And they probably went, no, you're just go out there and lose to an RKO.
Yeah, and they probably told Mike to go talk to him. Hey, go talk to your kid. Mm-hmm. Well, fuck you, Dad.
And yeah, or he doesn't want to do business. No, he doesn't care about losing, like you said.
Yeah.
Protect my character.
Yeah, he's not
That's what
Hogan. He's not. It doesn't work for me, brother. He's just like, let's do something cool. You know.
I mean, losing to Undertaker is one thing, but losing to Goldberg.
In 12 seconds
Yeah.
as the Fiend character.
And he was the champ of the
He
time.
should have lost it as Bray. That's all. If
Yeah.
they just would have done like that. The same thing they did with Miz, where he doesn't understand why everybody's mad at him. Do that to Goldberg. Why are we even wrestling? What happened here? Boom. Spear. Doesn't know what happened. Sets him off. Now the Fiend is coming back for revenge even more.
The lights go out and
He'll show up in Saudi Arabia. Nah, it has to happen. Maybe that's what day one is. Day one of the cult. January 1st. The year of Wyatt. Or Wyndham. Or Rotunda. Whatever the fuck his name is.
And apparently, Bo Dallas, or Taylor Rotunda, is his name? I don't know.
Oh no. Mika is the sister. I don't know Bo's name.
He's cooking.
He's not Bo. His name's not Bo.
I think it's Taylor, to be honest.
That's another thing I used to run around the room.
he believed.
Believe his.
I know Rotunda's not his real name either, but right?
No, yeah, no, Rotunda. Yeah.
Right? I thought it was
Rotunda's their real name. That's her shoot name.
I'll look it up. 'Cause
The Rotunda is their shoot name. Bray's real name is Wyndham Rotunda.
Yeah.
That's his name. His first name comes from his uncle.
I thought it
and
was
his
like
mom.
like the Rhodes, where it wasn't.
No.
It was like Runnels or something.
No.
But apparently, Bo Dallas.
Well, it's not. His real name's not Shyster.
No, I know that. Oh,
It's not.
It's not Shyster.
IRS.
Wyndham
Yeah.
Lawrence Rotunda.
Yeah, it's right. That's Bray's name. What's Bo's name?
He's 34.
What's Bo's name? If you're looking up on Wikipedia, it should have spouse. Sorry, simply
Taylor Michael Rotunda.
Taylor. And then there's Micah, right?
Yeah.
Micah.
Yeah. Just his sister.
So
She looks just like Bo. Yeah,
She's not in the business, as
No.
far as I know.
to
she's
me,
she's something though.
to me, the only one that looks different is Bray.
Nah. Not when Bo started growing out his beard. They looked exactly alike.
Well, he doesn't have a
just
beard
has
anymore.
He just has a fatter face. That's it.
But
like
apparently,
like a rounder face.
apparently he's cooking now.
Okay, good for him.
And I
Cooking
think-
with Bo.
I think him and Liv have.
Wouldn't that be booking?
You gotta believe in the recipes.
Yeah.
Instead of COBO, booking.
I think him and Liv have a retail company too, or not a retail.
Liv Morgan?
Yeah, I think they're doing.
Are they together?
Yeah. They have a real estate.
Speaking of that, yeah, it is real estate. I did see that. But holy shit, Tony Storm and just like she posted a picture of her and Juice together, and
They're engaged.
They're engaged. Is that why she posted a picture?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks so big. Holy
Juice Robinson.
shit. CJ,
Yeah, he was,
CJ Parker.
I was saying,
Yeah.
NXT had a different
Yeah.
name.
Oh my god, he's gotten huge.
Is he still-
like JTG?
Is he still in Impact or Ring of Honor?
Japan.
Yeah, he's in New Japan, but he might also be in Impact sometimes.
Him and what's his face were a tag team? Finley.
Oh, David Finlay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I think they
Fin
are. I
Juice.
think they still are. Yeah,
Are
I
they in
think
MLW?
I think they probably go all over the place. You don't have a contract with Impact.
And that's Finn's son?
Yes. No.
David Finley is Fit Finley's son.
You said Finn, as in Balor. We're fucking up names this whole.
Finley.
Let's just delete this. Let's start over.
What was-
Welcome everybody.
So Juice Robinson, didn't he have a match with Jericho or Moxley or something recently?
Maybe Moxley. He was the U.S. Moxley
Yeah.
probably won the belt off of him,
Yeah.
or he won the belt off of Mox.
So yeah, he's in Japan then.
Yeah, he looks huge though. Well, I mean, maybe him and Moxley are visiting the same doctor. Stick it in.
Dr. Feelgood.
Moxley looks like Warlord. I'm sorry. That dude is jacked. I'm not saying he's actually doing steroids, but he looks jacked as fuck.
Yeah, we were above him, and we.
Yeah, he's big, dude. His shoulders are huge. Man, whatever is inside Renee is really jacking him up.
Oh, God.
Goodness.
His juices are filled
By the
with
way-
HG. Fucking Canadian people. They must have it in their DNA.
Yeah, Chris.
What?
Chris Van Vliet.
He's not. I mean, he's
He's
dude.
ripped.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Before this
He's
goes off.
incredibly good looking.
Before this goes off on a gay porno or something, I don't know.
But we're talking about Renee Paquette
And then we got into
and John
men,
Moxley.
and then-
You just because the moment you mention CVV, you start thinking about gay porn. That's just you. That's your thoughts.
I forgot where I was. Oh,
Yeah, exactly. You mentioned it, and now that's all you're thinking about is, man, I can't wait to
So-
end this podcast so I can go watch some CVV clips.
Autograph picture to one hand, you know what in the other.
those shiny teeth. Reese,
He has no idea where we're at. Recently or Reese's peanut butter cup?
Off the rails.
No idea.
was it on last week's Dynamite? Miro's promo.
I mean, I didn't see.
One
Dynamite
of-
was on Saturday. I cannot watch Dynamite. So
One of the best
way too much to do
promos.
that. Although Lana has recently said that Miro will not let her make an OnlyFans. Okay.
Damn.
I mean, really? I think she had, like, if you really want to see it, I think they're out there.
Probably.
From before. I think she has, like, new
She's
models.
beautiful. I'm just saying.
She looks like everybody else. That does nothing for me.
I think they're both actually Russian, aren't they?
No.
No, her
Lana's
name is
from, like,
CJ
LA.
Perry.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Miro is Russian though.
He's from
Slovakian,
Bulgaria.
Or, yeah.
Bulgaria. She is not. She is
She's
white
American.
girl, blonde hair, blue eyes.
She's an LA
raised
white girl.
rich. Yeah, she's from LA.
But one of the best promos.
Swinging dead
From
cat
Miro.
in one of them.
yeah.
Remember we were watching Dynamite or something, and it was the promo about Darby, and it was terrible.
Oh, the War Games one.
That
the
was
one,
the-
No, yeah. Was it
coming
about
to-
Darby? Yeah.
I'm going to kill you or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come inside you. he cut a promo. That was in WWE, I think. But he cut a promo where he's like, I'm gonna come in you. What?
But this promo was amazing.
Miro.
Talking about like I have forsaken you, blah 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 about God and everything because he was God's favorite
Is
son.
he Surge from System of a Down? No.
I got that. I didn't
Have
know. Yeah.
you forsaken me?
But man,
Did he ask why I put the keys upon the table?
wake up.
How do magnets work? No, nobody. Whatever. Forget it. It's a whole separate thing.
What is this podcast?
I don't know.
Somehow we've suddenly become every podcast on the
How do
IwEP
magnets work is an
Network.
ICP thing. They have like a whole song about
I never got into that.
I don't either, but I mean they have a song called Chris Benoit, but they have a song that says something about
There's
how
a-
do magnets work.
There's a band called Attack Attack.
Never heard of them.
They have
They're a
s-
pop punk band.
They have a
right?
song called The People's Champ, or The People's Elbow, or something.
I'm sure they do.
They have a song called Sexual Chocolate.
Oh, I'm sure they do. They're a shitty pop punk.
Yeah.
Bowling for Soup has a song called Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
Yeah, they literally wrote a song for her.
Yeah, she's in the video and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear the Rocks rap?
Yes.
Yes.
Terrible. You like it? You said yes enthusiastically.
I did. I liked
You don't
it.
listen to rap.
I don't even like rap.
Yeah, that's
but I
the
liked it.
thing. And it's not his rap debut, which is bullshit. They keep saying that. But, like, he had that Pie song
Yeah.
from, like, Volume 5 or whatever
A
it
lot
was.
of people like that.
Pie song. I know.
No,
it was good.
no.
I like that.
The rap that The Rock does. A lot of
He
people
also
like
had a song with, like, Method Man on Aggression, didn't he?
Yeah, he did a song on the Wyclef John CD. Too.
Oh, is it It might be Wyclef. Method Man might have been for somebody else. But Method Man was definitely on Aggression. Best wrestling album ever.
So-
I won't stop till I see blood.
So FTR is now the AAA tag champs.
What a letdown
Yeah.
that was.
I was gonna make a joke, but them being frogs is a letdown. But I don't know if it was supposed to be like an homage to the Conquistadors,
Maybe.
and maybe they just couldn't use it because remember they did that in WWE with Edge and Christian, and also Jeff and Matt. Did Jeff and Matt do it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought this was kind of like a Conquistadors thing, but they were just frogs, which actually looked more like a Minecraft person to me.
Probably.
Maybe it's just because of the color scheme and the blocks.
But like you had said, now they've conditioned the audience to expect surprises and debuts. And
Maybe
it
they're
wasn't,
trying to get away from it. Though.
and it wasn't AOW, so AOP.
AOP.
AOPs, everyone went like, oh. Like you said, they're already on the roster.
But where does AOP come from?
Because it would have made sense.
and
It's
no one's seen them since they got released.
And it would have been a good tag team for this luchador to bring in these two massive guys who could have squashed Lucha Bros. You know, stop the high fly.
Andrade came out, stood there. FTR
Yeah, so
went in the ring.
Tully was with them, right?
And then, Andrade
Tully
went to
came
the
out
back.
at some point because I saw pictures of
And
Tully.
then, like, what was the point of all this?
Well, when they got in the ring, they were doing leapfrogs, and then they went to like hug,
I don't even want to see it.
and
They were
did
doing
it-
leapfrogs like preschool kids when they learn how to jump over each other during like the leapfrog song.
I think I saw leapfrog.
yeah.
Yeah. But they went to hug each other, and they did that thing that they
Oh,
do.
they did the pound, the
I
like,
was
hit
like,
the back.
yeah, I
thing.
was like, oh.
Yeah, they took their masks off pretty early. It took a while.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah. Well, if you know,
At least they didn't come out dressed as the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Or the
I
Toxic
mean, I guess
Turtles.
they were. They were the toxic frogs. The
But AEW,
forbidden frogs.
Forbidden Frog.
They're gonna open the forbidden door as the forbidden frogs. Book it.
we're all we're all fans of AEW.
I'm starting to not be again. These fucking frogs. No, I'm kidding. It's good. I like it. I get
Las-
it.
Las
I'm a-
Ranas.
I get why they did it. And now you can do FTR in AAA, and that's awesome because there's so much more
They're
talent. that they can
anti
go.
AAA, to be honest.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, they're the who was it? No Fly
They
Zone?
are the American
Gulak.
styles that are going. Yeah, no fly zone, right?
Yeah.
They're the American style that is going to go to AAA and say we're better, we're bigger, we're stronger, and we're gonna slow you guys down. And you can't. If I sit on top of you and I put you in an arm bar, you can't fly around the ring.
I mean, their whole thing is no flipping.
well,
And they're-
no. That was them. That was before.
That was the revival.
No flips, just fists.
Yeah.
That's the
In the
revival.
ass. Ask Xavier Woods. It comes full circle.
It also helped, like, now there's like 2 tag belts to be defended on AEW.
No, there's not. I mean, there's also Impact.
Yeah.
There's 3 tag belts because Good Bros are there every week. They just don't do anything. I don't know what
background.
They weren't at Philly.
They didn't come down with them?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Neither
I
did
don't
Tully.
remember. Tully would have came down with who?
FTR.
We watched FTR? I was getting beer. I missed it. Yeah, beer lines were outstanding.
Or not Tully. Tully was there. Not the
What
guy
about?
with the Elite.
Oh, the Elite.
Don
Callis.
Callis wasn't there.
Oh,
So maybe they were an Impact.
good. He's
Yeah.
Canadian. We don't really like them in Philly. We're hockey fans.
So we're all fans of AEW. Not so much WWE right now.
It's just, do something that gets me interested.
Enough with Goldberg. Enough with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I just saw it today because it's like all over Instagram. The card for
Crown Jewel.
for Blood Money, and I was like, "Who the fuck is Goldberg wrestling?" And then I was like, "Goldberg's wrestling Lashley? Didn't this
Again?
already happen?" Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
But they beat up his kid at the last match.
Yeah, and he
So-
almost broke his foot.
Yeah, Goldberg got hurt, so. now
So
he wants-
stop wrestling.
He
So
wants
he-
revenge.
So he's got the Slater Gator gimmick. I got kids. I got a kid, and you beat him up.
And this-
now he's gonna wrestle. And he's gonna end up taking a bunch of beatings, and then eventually wrestle Seth Rollins.
So
Sound familiar?
going with
We just fucking did this like 2 years ago.
going with the fantasy booking thing, Brock and Roman. Where does that go?
Apparently, Paul Heyman's gonna win. I don't know.
It's a ladder
Who's
match.
the money in the
Custody of
bank?
Paul Heyman.
Who's the money in the bank?
Big E cashed it in.
Oh, he cashed it in. I don't know.
Custody of Paul Heyman ladder match.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm Vince Russo.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman on a pole.
No. Vince Russo did not book Dominic on a pole match. Dominic's livelihood on a pole match. Don't
But
blame
we've-
Russo for everything.
We've seen this with Big Show and Brock.
Yeah. So that's what I thought should have happened fucking 5 years ago. I said he should have turned on Brock and Roman should have been a heel and walked away with Paul Heyman. Then they finally did it, but the wrong way. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. I really don't know.
Because during the contract signing, Brock said, "I read the contract."
I haven't been watching enough
Well,
to
Brock
give you...
just signed it. And
Brock signed it, yeah.
Roman's like, you're a dumbass. You didn't even read it first. He's like, I read it earlier with my advocate, Paul Heyman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And he's been doing that a lot of, like, hey, Paul, thanks for inviting me. Like, he'll do that. And Roman will be like, oh, like, a lot of that, trying to build tension.
So
Could there be somebody that... Okay, so you think, it's like Paul Heyman has gotten...
He's a double agent.
What? So,
Curtis Axel?
there are 2 people with victories over The Undertaker at WrestleMania, correct? Mm-hmm. Who are those 2 people?
Brock and Roman.
Right. Undertaker's going to be in Saudi Arabia, right?
Oh Christ!
What if
You think
Undertaker...
Paul Heyman's gonna go with Undertaker?
What if Undertaker helps Roman Reigns beat Paul Heyman? What if he helps Roman Reigns beat Brock Lesnar? Not terrible, right? I mean,
What if he chokeslams him in that pitbull pin him?
Yeah, that could be too.
So like,
Pitbull, everybody has an advocate. Pitbull comes out as the advocate for Undertaker.
I hope Roman keeps it. I really do.
I would like to see Brock as a face win and have it for a very short amount of time. So did Brock go anywhere in the draft?
he's
No.
a free agent.
He's a free agent. And Roman stays on SmackDown?
What's the point of the draft?
Who is the who Big E and McIntyre, right? Mm-hmm. And McIntyre is going to Raw, but Big E
McIntyre
not?
is on Raw. He's going to SmackDown.
Okay.
Big E's staying on Raw.
So Brock Lesnar wins the belt. He's now a free agent. Shows up on Raw Monday because starting Monday is the draft, right? Like
Yeah.
that's when. So McIntyre beats Big E, takes that belt to SmackDown. Brock Lesnar's now the champion on Raw. Who's big? I would watch Big E and Brock too. Okay,
You
I
also got
lost.
Lashley
I lost
there.
that. Oh, God, no. Although that is the match that everybody has
Brock
talked
and
about.
Lashley, yeah.
It's the way to get there if that's what they really want to do.
Yeah.
But I want to see that match like years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
In Brock's prime.
2005.
I want to see that match in a cage. In an octagon.
Yeah, they probably. It'll be on Raw Underground next week. God damn it!
They did before where Blackman and Severn had a match in a octagon.
Well, it was. It wasn't.
Didn't Shamrock have one too?
They can't. I don't think they can. What?
Didn't Shamrock have one too?
Shamrock. It was Shamrock and Blackman. And then they had Owen and Shamrock in the basement of the Heart Dungeon.
Mm.
Which I don't know if they actually used the Heart Dungeon or not, but it was weird. Owen Owen jumped up and hung on one of the beams, and the commentators were like, "Oh, he knows the environment." No, he just saw a fucking beam. Anybody can see a beam and know to grab onto it and kick somebody. That's not really knowing the environment. Now, if he hit a shank somewhere and started stabbing him, that's one.
Look behind the drywall. Hey, ain't that there when I was 7? Still there. Wow.
Yeah.
The next big thing that we're excited for is Full Gear, obviously.
Did you really just say that? Did you really just...
He's a Brock mark.
Did you really just say the next big thing?
Dude.
What's the next big thing we're excited for?
Full Gear.
I'm not excited yet. Give me a card, get me excited. I'm not excited. Just Hangman alone is not enough to make me go, I gotta see this.
Yeah, so far Brian doesn't have a match. Punk doesn't have a match.
No, it's going to be Brian and Mox.
Oh,
Maybe.
the finals?
The finals are going to be at the pay-per-view.
Maybe. We don't know that.
But Full Gear is the next...
AEW show.
Yeah.
Blood Money is tomorrow or yesterday, depending on... I mean, it's yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just say it's
Actually, I think
yesterday.
right now they're probably doing it over there.
I can't believe
It's not Buddy.
one. No, I can't believe one. And you could just edit in whoever.
I need you... After we're done, I need you to say...
Everybody, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and
Roman Reigns. Or even better, like get it on that speak and spell, thing like Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. Can't believe Pitbull won.
So Full Gear, November 13th.
Pitbull versus Bad Bunny at WrestleMania. Who would win, a Pitbull dog or a bunny? I don't know.
I've seen Donnie Darko. I know what a bunny can do.
That goes a lot deeper. Do we want to do the rest of this episode on Donnie Darko? Because I've actually examined that movie and I've fucking picked it apart and I still don't understand it.
I never saw the second part. I haven't.
It's terrible. Don't.
Is it?
It's terrible.
So November 6th in Mooresville, PA, Atlantic All-Star Wrestling.
It's in Morrisville.
Yeah,
Mooresville.
Morris,
Yeah,
not
Mooresville.
Moores.
Mooresville
is
is the one I told you
Mooresville.
about. It's a half hour away.
different. Yeah, Mooresville is different than Morrisville.
Yeah.
But it's still, I'm actually really excited for this.
It's their debut show.
It is, and it looks like a really good card.
Atlantic All-Star Wrestling.
Yeah.
That's their home base down there? They based out of that area?
Well, it's new. It's
It's
brand
their
new.
debut
This
show.
is their debut show. I will
Ace
say
Austin's
I
gonna be
don't
there.
know what is going on, and I don't know anything. This is absolute speculation, but Ryan Vox, the commissioner of Outbreak, likes a lot of their posts. Just saying. Could he be there? Could he show up?
So
I don't
we
know.
are going to be there.
But 100%, this is not speculation. We will be there.
The We Like Wrestling podcast will have a table there. We'll be selling figures and all sorts of stuff. We'll be...
And we'll be just hanging out, watching some awesome wrestling. Like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like 2 hours away, but it still looks really good.
It's a debut show. And the fact that we can say we were there.
Black Cheese. I remember seeing him in CZW years ago.
He was in Chikara too, right?
He's in Chikara, yeah. But he has gotten a lot better and a lot bigger since then. So I'm very, very excited to see him.
I'm going to miss that show, right?
I don't know.
Are you?
Is that one or the Philly one? Which one's one I can't go to?
Philly you can't go to.
What's this one?
6th.
This is a wrestling.
Yeah.
And Philly is a convention.
Philly's a convention.
Yeah.
That is a great segue into TJ Perkins coming into Icons, along with many others. But TJ Perkins will be at Icons of Wrestling in Philadelphia at the 2300 Arena.
December 18th. And
Yep.
December 19th, the very next day, in Allentown, Pennsylvania, at the Fairview Fire Company.
Number 11. I don't know why it says number 11. I don't get it.
Don't go to number 10. You won't be there.
TJ Perkins will also be there.
Yep. Along with Kevin Sullivan, Tommy Rich, Godfather, Too Cold Scorpio, Vampiro.
And everybody that's listed for Allentown.
David Schultz is going to smack somebody. I'm going to ask him if wrestling's fake. I want to get it on. I want to get smacked by him.
I'm pretty sure everybody that's going to be at Allentown is going to be at Philly. So if you don't feel like going to Philly, because trust me,
or if you live closer to Allentown, or if you live closer to Philly, you can go to either or.
Allentown is free admission. Icons of Wrestling is $20 to get in. But
still not a terrible.
But
place
it is a stacked convention. Sting. How often do you get to see Sting?
Arn Anderson and his Glock. I'm sorry, I mean Kid.
Glock Anderson.
Vampiro will also be there.
Vampiro will be at both.
Stacy Carter, the cat. That's
where they dig her up at?
Eric Bischoff.
EB.
At Icons of Wrestling.
Sleazy E.
Yeah.
2300 Arena, the ECW Arena.
I've never been there. This is my first time. This is my very first time going to be
Man,
at an
we
arena. As
are
many shows in
excited.
Philly that I've ever been to, it's never been there.
TJP has officially been announced for Allentown. In the coming week, I'm pretty sure TJP will also be officially announced for Icons. But I can't tell you how honored I am to...
I think he is officially announced for Icons.
He's not on the
no
page, no.
That's weird.
Gangrel's going to be there.
I was gonna say that makes me wonder who else is gonna be there that hasn't been announced. Trevor Murdoch with the wrong spelling.
Rock, yeah. Are you going to have him sign your NWA belt?
I'm thinking about it. I think so. I think I'm going to get anybody that has held that belt anytime I see anybody.
Yeah.
Did Tommy Rich? Nah, he never held the NWA belt. Too bad I didn't.
This version of NWA isn't that NWA.
Sting?
Sting technically held it, but it wasn't the NWA belt. He never held the belt that I have. He held the big gold. Yeah. So did Ronnie Garvin, right? Ronnie Garvin never held my belt. He held big gold.
I think so.
Yeah.
But man, I am so
Everybody
excited.
else that held big gold, that was an NWA champion, also held the tumor belt. That's what I'm going to call it. It looks like it has a big tumor.
Tyler Breeze is going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Breeze, yeah. I am excited.
Sage Martinez. Gail Kim. Oh, wow.
Yeah. She was one of the first ones.
I'm honestly honored to be able to
Tony Nese.
experience this and
PCO.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with that Icons, there's also a wrestling show
later that
after that. PCO versus Rhino, and also I believe Tony Nese versus Buddy Murphy has been announced for that card. Pretty cool. Like that's enough to draw me.
Jerry Lawler.
Well,
Kevin Nash. You could sign your figure.
Kevin. Oh, that's right. He is going to be there. Yeah, but I was going to open it.
Lex Luger. Raven.
Wait a minute.
Raven had NWA.
TNA.
Kevin Sullivan. FBI.
Did Luger hold NWA? No, he just had the TV title. If I would have gotten that TV belt from that guy that wanted to trade, I could have got Arn and Luger to sign it. Pretty sure Arn had NWA TV.
Did Arn ever have the NWA?
No, he was never the guy.
Flair
was the guy, even though Arn could have outworked him any night.
But man, November and December are going to be exciting and
Is
busy.
Junkyard Dog going to be there?
Bruce the fucking barber.
I don't think so.
With
He could potentially be there.
with a cardboard belt.
No, it's not cardboard. It's paper. Somebody
Paper.
printed
All
it
right.
from a computer.
It's still not this. It's fucking paper.
I'm calling Mattel. Right after we get it off of here, I'm going to send them an email.
Send them a picture too, yeah.
I'm going to. Yeah.
But November and December, man, it's going to be busy. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
I'm honored to be able to bring TJP with us.
Yes. It's going to be a great time.
We previously brought Chris Van Vliet. We helped fund to bring Earl Hebner.
Yes.
Man, this is big. This is exciting.
Yep.
I'm glad we got into
We're Philly
this.
bound again.
Yeah, Philly.
I'll be thinking of you guys while I'm at work.
Nah, you won't be at work. You'll be out for surgery.
True.
That's why you can't come.
That's
surgery.
Allentown was a little closer. And
Yeah, it all depends on how you feel after your surgery. Which, heads up, this podcast will start being through video form soon because John will be going out for surgery.
Yeah, that's not till November. So
And we do want to give an update to our fourth that used to be here, Joe. Sorry, I wasn't John. I was looking at you. Joe, he just recovered. He's recovering right now from hernia surgery. So we wish him the best.
Yeah, everything went well. So.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, we're gonna have a busy schedule coming up. We hope everybody
Stay tuned. You never know who might be a guest.
Yeah. Or, just keep watch wrestling, have fun with it.
Yep.
That's all we ever say. Don't bash wrestling if you don't like it.
Yep.
Just have
Just
fun.
cancel your Peacock subscription.
Just watch what you watch and enjoy it. Have fun. Be a kid again. We'll see you next time.